This year started off pretty horrible. When COVID-19 spread across the world, which all neighborhoods around the world had to shut down, making people become very anxious and stir crazy because of the fact they couldn't go outside of the house because everything was closed. And as I walked down the street in my neighborhood, I could see that my local barber shop was closed for the first time in a long time. Grocery stores were crowded with lines that looked like they were going around the block, even outside. And then, even there was a lack of toilet paper severely in stores. A few months later, the horrible death tours would occur, making millions of people protest and riot for justice and to support the Black Lives Matter movement. I even took part in the protest because my friend Todd Quinn told me about the peaceful protest for Black Lives Matter. I participated in this protest because I believe everyone, no matter what, should be treated equally because we're all human. What I seen was cops being outside of their police station and the fence. Some had riot gear. Among the protesters, men and women holding signs up front saying, George Floyd, Black Lives Matter. And people were also screaming at cops all the way up in front. This just made me feel rather sad and uneasy. Because most people in the protests were peaceful. But on brighter news, 2 days later I graduated from high school. And yes, this should be a huge and exciting moment. But it wasn't. Because we didn't really graduate how anybody really expected us to. Because of COVID-19, my class had to graduate virtually. And it was pretty lackluster. But on the bright side, I'm going to be going to Community College of Philadelphia this fall for art and design. So that'll be really fun. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to stay away from this heat. Because the humidity this year is pretty unbearable, and I think it might just be the death of me.